We really appreciate the monitoring system is for the heating system throughout the house, which is powered by electricity immersion heaters which go to a wet radiator system. We're able to monitor that on the screen when we look at it on a regular basis, on a monthly basis, and a day-by-day basis, and on an hour-by-hour basis. So we can see when we need to turn off the heating system to save money if we wish to do that. Interestingly, when my wife started looking at the monitoring system, she was very conscious of the potential waste of electricity, and therefore she was always telling me to turn off the appliances, turn off the kettle, which is a complete upturn for the books in that case. It's always been me in the past telling her to turn it off, and now she can see exactly how much we are using, potentially wasting at times. Therefore we're able to very carefully control our use of electricity. We look forward to having a whole year's data, so we can look at the year-by-year comparison which is available on the system, and also when we get our first electricity bill during the period which we will have been able to monitor the electricity. If you look at this graph chart, it tells you day by day how much electricity we're using and how much it's costing. And then if we want to go and look at the one particular day, you can see on an hour-by-hour basis exactly how much electricity we have been using, and you can see in the evening at the moment is when we use the maximum, and it gets turned off effectively at night. This particular high one is when the electricity is used in the morning, heating the hot water, and then we also have it coming on at cheap hours in the middle of the night as well. So we are able to control our electricity, plan the use of electricity very effectively. Then we can also look at it on a comparison basis, which we will be able to do next year, from once we've had it in for 12 months, or better still for 16 months going forward. And this we see as being very valuable. And if you look at the two icons here, you see how much we're spending on an average per day for this particular on this electricity, which is 19p. You can very quickly check exactly what's happening on each of our three electric monitoring elements. We're all electricity in this house, and here we have this phase 1, this is phase 2, which comes up, and you can see there's very little comparison, but the average, instead of being lower, this one's slightly higher at 443. And then on the final one, which is one particular unit which we thought was rather expensive, and we're being proved wrong. It's much cheaper than we thought. This is our solar panel monitor system, which tells you what the temperature is on the roof at the moment in the actual gel, and that tells you the temperature at the top of the cylinder, which is where the water draws off. Now that I've got the Ewgeco system, we can see exactly when the solar panels are coming into operation from the monitoring of the use of electricity on the charts on a daily and hourly basis, which is extremely helpful. And it's quite encouraging too to see that the investment in the solar panels has really been worthwhile. All in all, we find it so far a very valuable tool. We'd recommend it, as indeed I have, to other electricity users, which is the vast majority of this country, and we hope over a year to save the cost of the monitor very, very easily.